I just finished Superman Red and Blue. Let's talk about if it's a good book for you. Red and Blue is a recent-ish anthology miniseries, meaning that none of the stories are connected. They're just a bunch of short vignettes exploring different aspects of the Man of Steel's life from a ton of different authors and writers. I was actually turned on to it by an edit I saw on this app. This creator, Shrimp Fried Studios, did a movie version with voice acting of probably the best story in the book.
I love you. I'm proud of you. You are special.
Even if you don't end up getting Red and Blue, I think that video is worth watching in its entirety. Now, I grew up more of a Batman fan to the extent that I did ever read comics or graphic novels, but I've been on a real Superman kick ever since I saw the James Gunn movie earlier this summer. One, I think the hopeful vibe is just responding to something in the moment that I really find comforting. Well, comforting and a call to action for all of us. And two, I think I increasingly understand what's interesting about the character. When it's table stakes that your protagonist can move mountains or fly across the world in a heartbeat, the stories are interesting because only the human elements remain, like the psychologies, the regrets, the hopes, the aspirations, and especially the relationships that the protagonist has with other characters. And one of the things this collection does really, really well is spotlight so many of those other characters who play a role in Superman's life. Whether it's long established characters like Lois Lane or Jimmy Olsen who are fixtures in his world, or just random passerby who happen to be in it for a moment but end up playing a far larger role than any of us anticipate a normal person could. Now, because it's an anthology and there's so much variance in the art styles and the writing, there were certainly bits that didn't work as well for me as others. But each entry is only a couple of pages long, and there was so many gems throughout the collection that I think anyone who's reading this could probably find something to like. I've been in a bit of a reading slump lately, and whenever I find myself in one of those, it's oftentimes graphic novels, for better or worse, that help me get out of it. This one certainly did the trick, and after a ton of really depressing, angry weeks in this country, I found some of the aspirational hope core content just, again, really comforting and nice. So if it sounds up your alley, I'd encourage you to go check out that video from Shrimp Fried Studios. The story it adapts really only consists of 3 lines repeated over and over and over again. You're special, I love you, and I'm proud of you. And it's told through the frame of Jonathan Kent, Superman's adoptive father, talking to his son. I think, especially for men who have complicated relationships with their fathers, there's something deeply healing about this story. I know that it really impacted me. Anyways, if this sounds up your alley, go get it from the library, buy it online, however you want to access it. It's a quick read and one that I think you might enjoy. And if you have any thoughts, questions, or comments, or just other recommendations for what I should read, let me know down in the comments.